I want to bring in Congressman Darrell Issa, Republican from the state of California. I'd like to talk about Israel. Do you think this administration has finally realized that Hamas is not going to release the remaining hostages and the ceasefire deal is a bust? Have they come to that conclusion yet?
You're asking, does President Biden know what's going on or what day of the week it is? This is one of the problems of a lack of leadership at the top. For almost a year, they've ignored the obvious, which is that these hostages mostly were killed, are not being released, and that this war, because of inaction by our administration, is escalating.
But we've lost, haven't we? These calls for a ceasefire, they've not happened. It's not happened. It would have given Hamas a victory, wouldn't it?
You know, there are two types of ceasefires. Ceasefires with capitulation and Hamas being literally out of business. And then there's ceasefire that allows for essentially reloading of the weapon. The latter is unacceptable to Israel. It should be unacceptable to the United States. There has to be no more Hamas running any part of the Palestinian authority or people, and that has to be changed for the good of the Palestinians. And oh, by the way, they have to be de-weaponized for the good of the entire region.
I want to switch gears and switch subjects for a moment. I want to talk border. You represent a border state. Let's talk border. I want you to listen to what Colorado's Governor Jared Polis had to say about Harris and the border. Roll it.
I'm confident that Kamala Harris is somebody that will actually solve the border issue rather than keep it going for purely political reasons and for dividing us. We need somebody who's going to unite us, and of course that includes securing our border. She had a plan to do that. It was blocked by Donald Trump and Republicans, and the Democrats should have a huge advantage on because Republicans have failed time and time again to secure our border.
What? Okay. Okay, I understand the humor here. If elected president, do you believe Harris would do anything different on the border than what she's done for the last 3.5 years?
Well, I think she would do more. I think the fact is that the acceleration of bringing in more illegals, coaching them to come in, and then giving them parole and putting them into our welfare system will only accelerate. Look, I served with Jared when he was in the House. He is a smart individual. He knows better, but he's talking the talking points, and I recognize every one of them as coming from the Harris campaign.
Congressman, thanks very much for being with us this morning. Always a pleasure. We will see you again soon.